Charles here. Well, we're here at First Miracle Winery near Fredericksburg, and we had a great night's sleep. I already had the drone up, and I was getting some shots of the facility here with morning light. Last night I got it with evening light coming in, and I may get the drone back up. I've got it still set up over there ready to use. Well, we learned a couple things last night. For those, I've had people in my band series saying, hey, I'm wondering, you've got that fuse block back there, the 12-volt Blue Seas fuse block that you're running your 12-volt, and you've got a lot of things wired to it, and you're plugging it into one unit. You're going to run into a roadblock at some point, and I knew that, and it happened. Last night, Susie, she says something about plugging in the heated mattress pad, which is 12 volt, which does take some juice, not a huge amount, but it does take some. And we had the lights going in one section, and a couple of the USB panels, and the MaxxAir fan, and the refrigerator. We've done that before, no issues. I don't think I've ever seen any flickering, I don't think. But then last night we kept hearing a beeping, and the lights were flickering, and the fridge was going on and off. At first we couldn't figure out where the beeping was coming from, and then I realized it was the refrigerator. I thought that's what it was in the first place, because that sound I'm pretty familiar with, because I plug and unplug that from the car to the battery when we stop somewhere. And so in short, what happened was when she had that heated mattress pad on, and it was drawing power and like not killing the system, but the battery has lots of power, but the issue is that 12 volt plug can only send out, and I forget what the exact power amps that it can send out, but it's restricted on what it can do. And so we quickly unplugged the heated mattress pad. Everything was back to normal, no beeping. So I told my wife, hey, if you want to run that, and it's 12 volt only unless you use an inverter, which I could have done that, and I said, hey, I brought 4 of the EcoFlows. Why don't I just grab one and set it in the aisle or something, or up on your cabinet, and you can just plug it in and just run it separately. And she said, no, don't bother. And this morning she goes, I was cold. So I told her to wake me up. But so we learned a little lesson that if we're running our standard setup with the fan and some lights and charging things, if we want to plug in something a little heavier use, then we'll plug it in directly. So that was a good lesson learned, and not a big issue at all. Since that heated mattress pad, I cut off the cord and put a new end on it, so it will plug in really tightly to any of the EcoFlows that I have. So I would have just taken a smaller one and set it where the sink is. She could have plugged it in, she would have been fine. So so there we go. Other than that, all uneventful. We had the fan going, the windows were closed. Susie had her bunk window with a window cover on it for some reason. Oh, it was because there's a bright light coming off of a farm over there. It was really bright. Matter of fact, there's no hope shooting Milky Way last night. And also, there was a lot more light pollution than I expected. I think it was coming from Louisville, New Albany. But it just, I could see stars, I could see the Big Dipper here, but a Milky Way was kind of a lost cause. But anyway, where she put the window cover, she had a lot of condensation on that window, and I think the back windows had some. Mine had hardly any because I had it cracked open. So, there's some condensation here. The grass is pretty wet, but other than that, everything went real well. And so, there's just a little update on this part of the trip. Nice place to stay overnight, and gracious hosts, and a big place. He said this is a lot of rock underneath here or something. He said people could not get stuck here. So, beautiful location, and we hope to come back. And thanks for watching. Well, one more thing. I'm showing you a photo right now, and what's going on there? Well, I got an email from one of my viewers over in Northwood, Ohio, and the title of the email was, "Why are you in my living room?" And I thought, what is this about? And then I look and I see what he's saying. He said his brother-in-law looks like me. Probably his wife says that he's better looking, and my wife might say I'm better looking. And I was hoping it was like some Fabio guy, and they said I look like him. Anyway, that won't happen. Anyway, I thought that was hilarious that someone posed imitating me because I'm always using my hands, and that was fun. I get emails, not all the time, but I do get emails because under About, it's got my email on the channel, and sometimes people have questions or they look me up some other way. So anyway, thank you so much for sending that, and that really kind of made my day. That was a lot of fun. Thanks.